coming up on this edition of Southwest TV News. Well, with the start of a new year comes a long list of resolutions, and for some, the desire to quit smoking, a task which can seem daunting for many who've tried to quit tobacco in the past. However, according to the Canadian Cancer Society, it may actually take you several attempts before you actually kick the habit once and for all. Over the past several weeks, your furnace has likely been put to good use, and as you spend more time indoors this time of the year, the concerns over carbon monoxide levels increase. It's that time of the year when many are planning a winter getaway to a warmer destination. And as you finalize your travel plans, ensuring your home is safe and secure while you're abroad is something the RCMP say should be top of mind. Thanks for joining us here today. Well, as you embark on your resolutions for 2019, the Canadian Cancer Society hopes that quitting smoking is at the top of that list. Well, with the start of a new year comes a long list of resolutions, and for some, the desire to quit smoking, a task which can seem daunting for many who've tried to quit tobacco in the past. However, according to the Canadian Cancer Society, it may actually take you several attempts before you actually kick the habit once and for all. And there's various support programs offered along the way.
So, for example, one of my favorites is the First Week Challenge Contest, and these are all on smokershelpline.ca, our website, so people can go and they'll find all of this. But we have what's called the First Week Challenge Contest, where people sign up the month before, and they sign up to quit smoking for the first 7 days of the month. And because we know that if people are able to quit for 7 days, they're 9 times more likely to quit for good. And the great thing is that you enter, and if you quit for the 7 days, and hopefully longer, but if you quit for the 7 days, you get your name into a draw and a chance to win $500. And the great thing is you can do this month after month after month. So if you don't at first succeed, try again.
And with tobacco use rated as the leading cause of numerous cancers and other illnesses, the sooner you choose to quit, the better.
Really, it is responsible for at least 30% of cancer deaths. We cannot control cancer without controlling tobacco, and that is something, whether it's avoiding secondhand smoke, quitting smoking yourself, really the benefits are outstanding. And even after 20 minutes of not smoking, your heart rate drops and your pulse reduces to normal. And those benefits just continue. After 7 days, your lungs start to clear. And so you're never too old to quit.
More information on the health risks of tobacco and resources to kick the habit are available online through the Canadian Cancer Society.
Well, I stated right away, I put this as an imposter, and I'm in no way endorsing a situation or a scheme like this.
Clean airflow is an important component of your home, and it all starts with having a carbon monoxide detector. Over the past several weeks, your furnace has likely been put to good use, and as you spend more time indoors this time of the year, the concerns over carbon monoxide levels increase. Each year, numerous cases of carbon monoxide poisoning are reported across the country, and you can prevent becoming one of these victims by simply having a carbon monoxide detector. A simple device which comes in a variety of models, and by the sound of its alarm, could save your life.
And it's interesting because we're starting to see the first cycle of carbon monoxide detectors in that 10-year range, where they're starting to have more failures, more false alarms. The built-in batteries are starting to fail, so we're starting to get a few calls to the department on those. And an encouragement for people, if you've got concerns, make sure you're checking your carbon monoxide detector, testing it, checking the date on the back, but encouraging people to have a carbon monoxide detector. Carbon monoxide is odorless, colorless, disperses evenly with air and gives you flu-like symptoms. a tiredness, so there's very little symptoms, and carbon monoxide deaths usually are tired, went to sleep, and didn't wake up in the morning.
And you should have your furnace inspected annually to ensure the system is running properly and that there aren't any cracks in the pipes, which could let carbon monoxide into the home. More details on carbon monoxide detectors can be acquired through your local fire department.
I'm Robert Christie. I'm from Saskatoon. I'm represented by Art Placement in Saskatoon, and I do abstract painting. Some might actually call it construction. The inspiration comes from previous work, and I always have several on the go, maybe a dozen. And I have remnants, so one that I'm working on will give me an idea for the other, or a solution that I think will work on one doesn't, and I move it over. This one, for instance, is about a year in the making, but I'm not working on it daily, of course, but over that time period, it evolved, so to speak. I use veneers, 1/8 inch, and then some other plywood that's 1/4 inch. The other aspect of this one is that because it comes out probably an inch or so off the wall, and there's many layers overlapping. With this one, I backed in, or I covered the sides of or the edges, so that a lot of the overlapping underneath stuff is not exposed. And I tried to incorporate much as a sculptor would, I guess. I just sort of hid the underneath stuff. Educating the public about art, I guess for me, I have to say it's educating them about good art. I think the general public has a general idea about what art is, or what it's about, or what it's involved with, mainly because they don't have enough experience with it. Without a real deep sort of involvement and some sort of empathy, if you will, within that person, it's always just going to be a passing by. Say, what are we going to do on Sunday? Well, once a year we might go to a gallery. Well, that's not going to educate them, and they're not going to expand their knowledge very much by just walking by and seeing these things.
You scroll the word art for sale.
So I think the public gallery and also the commercial galleries, they're talking to these people, hopefully, or they have people that will engage and try to discuss. Hopefully they really enjoy the art that they're putting up, and consequently they should be able to express that feeling to some extent to the individual who dared to actually say, can you tell me something about this? Many people are afraid, the naivety, if you will, or the unfamiliarity with the subject, keeps them from asking questions. The best thing is to go in, and if you don't get it, ask somebody.
Well, as you prepare for that winter getaway, RCMP are reminding you to have someone look after your home while you're on vacation. It's that time of the year when many are planning a winter getaway to a warmer destination. And as you finalize your travel plans, ensuring your home is safe and secure while you're abroad is something the RCMP say should be top of mind.
Obviously, the best solution or way to victim-proof yourself is to have someone that you trust stay in your home, because then obviously it is lived in. But if that's not an option, pay one of the neighborhood kids to shovel your sidewalks. Maybe talk to your neighbor, see if they'll park one of their vehicles on your driveway every now and then. Ensure that any ladders or tools that are in your yard are locked up or out of sight. We don't want to have anybody have the easy access or provide them with an opportunity to climb through a window. Make sure your windows and doors are all locked. Some other things you can do are put timers on your lights and possibly maybe a desk lamp or something like that. And then outside you can also put motion detector lights on. Make sure those are working, and not only make sure they're working, but to make sure the light bulbs aren't burnt out.
Staff Sergeant Hodges goes on to add that alerting everyone on social media of your travel plans and the length of your trip is not always the best decision.
We don't encourage people to advertise that they're going to Jamaica, on their Facebook page the week before they go. We even discourage people to post pictures on Facebook when they're down there, but that's not quite as critical as it is to advertise and invite thieves to set up it on their day planner as to when you're going to be gone. Social media is a big animal, as I like to say, between Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. Not to pick just on Facebook, but that seems to be the popular one. When you put something on there, sometimes people don't realize the audience that it reaches around the world in some instances. So be very leery always of putting any personal information on there or responding to questions from others that you don't know. And again, if you're putting it out there, everybody can see it, not just the person that's asking.
By taking a few simple steps in advance and letting only those closest to you know of your travel plans, you can fully enjoy your vacation and keep thieves away from your home. Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at southwesttvnews.com. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.